Hey everybody, this video is for the floor press, which is a great alternative to doing bench press, especially if you don't have a gym membership or access to a bench or a bench press or a bench at home that you could use on your own. This is what we're going to be doing with a pair of dumbbells. If you have a barbell and plates, you could do it as well. It's just a little bit more complicated to try to slide underneath the bar while it's already on the floor. So we're going to be using dumbbells for the floor press, and so whenever a workout is calling for bench press, do this instead if you don't have a bench, or sometimes it will specifically say floor press and we're going to be using some dumbbells. So I'm going to show you how to get down into position. Obviously we're on the floor, so I'll go over a couple things what we're doing with our body and then show you a few reps. Okay, go ahead and start with your weights accessible to you either in front of or off to the side. It doesn't matter, we want them near our body where we can pull them onto our lap. Okay, so pulling them onto our lap, I'll set them just like this. Okay, and then we have to go down to our laying down position. Now my arms are in a great position as they are right now to hold the weight, okay, especially if the dumbbells are on the heavier side. So what I want to do is kind of use my legs to kick the dumbbells as I go down. So this is what I'm talking about, pay attention to the legs. My arms are going to stay in this position as I start to go down. Use your legs to hold that position for the dumbbell, okay? Now, when you have it there, what do you do with the rest of your body? Your feet are going to be flat, similar to doing a sit-up, okay? This is a comfortable position for my knees and for my legs, and my back is obviously flat on the floor, okay? We don't really want to have our legs extended out like this because we're not going to have a nice solid foundation for our feet, much like the standard bench press. You want to have flat feet on the floor, okay? As far as your core and your glutes, you're going to brace it just like normal, okay? Keep some tension in your abs and your core to keep your spine safe. The flex in the glutes, your butt, is going to give you some more power when you're doing your pushes for your bench or your floor press. Okay, so we engage the glutes, engage the core, and lay nice and flat. As you'll see, my elbows are to my sides. They're not tucked in all the way. There's a little bit of gap, but they are pretty close. We want to avoid going out with our elbows during the push and back down. This really does take away the action from your pec and put a lot on your delts and shoulder. And we want to get the most out of every muscle as we can. So just by bringing our arms in to 30-40 degree angle just like this, we get a lot of pec, a lot of shoulder, and a lot of tricep to help the push, okay? And to me, that's more important than just using your deltoids. So you'll notice that the dumbbells kind of point toward each other, and they'll do the same all the way up through the motion. And at the top, our arms are fully extended from our shoulder. We don't need to touch the dumbbells together, okay? That's just fine if they are just straight up and down from your shoulder. But you want to make sure that you guide that all the way back down until your triceps, your arms, the back of your arms are going to be on the floor again, okay? So this is a little bit different than the bench press because we don't have that extra range of motion where our hands can go all the way down. The bar is going to touch our chest. We're stuck here because the floor is in the way. So it's a little bit limited on the range of motion, but there's an extra challenge because right about here is normally that no man's land where you get stuck during a bench press anyways. It's the hardest part of the push. So coming down to that position and pressing from there is a great way to build that strength, okay? So use this as an alternative to the bench press if you don't have one, or whenever I call for bench press during the workout.